Guys, so I've been asked a million different times why I did the things or what I did to my chair to be able to get around and do the things that I do, why I chose what I chose for equipment. And for those of you that know me, I was. I contracted a disease that basically means I can't leave well enough alone. So, which this transfers from cars to home modifications to wheelchairs to all sorts of different things. Which means I had to go aftermarket even to any sort of custom built wheelchair. And so this, I figure I would go and give you guys a complete breakdown in my chair and why I chose the items that I did. Um, and so this, I've had this chair now, geez, I think it's been right around 4 years. I got it from the guys at Hands On Concepts, which they are phenomenal builders. Their chairs are amazing. The people are amazing. I just cannot say enough about it. And the company and the chair and everything. And I've been super impressed since day one with this chair, and it has never let me down. It is a titanium frame chair. So, and the guys there at Hands On Concepts, they know my abuse in wheelchairs, so they kind of built it a little overboard. Um, but it's been super rugged. I haven't had to mess with anything on the chair. Um, I wouldn't make any changes. I'm gonna do some postural changes in the next one, but that's another story. So to start from the front, we'll work our way back. Um, I live and breathe by frog legs. These are the composite forks. They've got an actual carbon fiber fork and then an aluminum top plate on them. These things, they have a polymer suspension in them, and it makes a dramatic increase in being able to roll over cracks, rocks, cobblestones, anything like that. The vibration does help a little bit, like that vibration dampening does help a little bit with even my back pain. It really does help. I use their 3 inch by inch and a half front casters. These are I believe they're still called a soft roll. And this caster, honestly, I went to the smaller diameter because it rolls and swivels faster than a larger diameter caster. But the width of the caster still gives me a good footprint to be able to get over cracks and not stop dead on them, or a little stone or anything like that. I live and work on a ranch, and every day I'm out in the gravel and stuff like that, and mud and all of that. And this caster, even being a 3 inch diameter, rolls even better than some of my larger casters because they're skinnier. The other thing that is a very odd thing to say is these frog shields that they put that you can get to go over the caster bearings. Those are probably the cheapest bit of peace of mind and insurance. I kind of scoffed when the guys at Frog Leg said how good they were going to work, and they did not let me down. They really keep the hair and dirt and grime and stuff out of the wheels, so I'm not messing with my casters near as much as I used to, taking the hair out of them and stuff like that. And so definitely a very cheap bit of insurance. Um, as you can see too, I have a carbon fiber foot plate I did the carbon fiber side guards with the support on the top. And then also I ended up doing the Roho, it's called the Agility. Yeah, Roho Agility backrest. Um, this is a carbon fiber backrest. It has minimal adjustment and bracketry and stuff in the back. So it's super lightweight. It's been super rugged for the carbon backrest. And then it has the Roho air pad, the typical air bladder that they use in the center of this, and then foam all the way around. It's been a very comfortable backrest. It's held up very, very well. I've been very impressed with this, and I know I say very a lot, but I have. It's been amazing. Um, the other thing is I've been tried and true with Supracore for years for my seat cushions. I cannot say enough about this company, the product. I've used them for over 20 years now. They are absolutely fantastic. I will do another video just on the Supracore cushion and advantages and all of that sort of thing. But this is a Contour XS cushion by Supracore, or they call it Stimulite as well. Just an amazing, amazing cushion. So many super big benefits. And then I have, these are actually a newer addition in the lineup for Spinergy. This is a 24-inch wheel. Actually, it's a 24-inch wheel, but with this tire on it, this Kenda tire. It's actually like a gravel cycle tire, and I get around in the mud and the dirt and everything very, very well. It has a good amount of traction, but because the tread is a smaller, lower tread on the actual point and the crown of the tire, it rolls a lot easier on the pavement. So I'm not switching tires back and forth like if I go into town or anything like that. So super cool tire, and this tire and wheel combination, um, it it the diameter is the exact same or close enough to a 25-inch wheel with a road tire on it. So if you do switch back and forth, it doesn't change the geometry of your chair. And then they put a this is the, I believe it's called the TC Max push ring. It's their traction control or tactile control push ring. It's a stainless steel push ring, which has been absolutely amazing. So many benefits, even just in the push ring. One, it's an oblong shape, so you don't need as much grip strength to get a hold of it. It has a texture in the extrusion when they actually make the material. So this actually gives a little extra grip. The stainless steel material over aluminum is way more durable, and it also doesn't seem to hold temperature even as much as aluminum, and aluminum dissipates heat pretty well. I've had these in both extreme hot and cold climate, and they do not stay anything more than like room temperature for very long. I've been unbelievably impressed. It's a smaller ring on these 24s. I think they put like a 22-inch push ring on it, and I honestly have not seen any sort of propulsion difference in that particular push ring over a full size or a larger push ring. Um, if I'm just rolling down the street, you know, I'm just kind of clipping along with the push ring, my hand on the push ring. If I'm in any situation where I need to have a little bit more grunt, going up a hill, going through the dirt, things like that, I actually wrap my hand over the tire itself, and that way now I'm actually using really the diameter of the entire wheel, giving me a little bit more oomph. So this has been absolutely fantastic. Another long time use is I've been using Deeslocks hub lock for probably 25 years now. And honestly, this style of lock, I cannot say enough about. As long as you have the locking ring on your wheels, all you have to do is swap your wheel over. You don't have to worry about if the tread is low, if the tire pressure is low, like a typical scissor lock or push lock. This, you can just swap it across in the different diameter tires. I don't have to adjust my brakes. It's just swap the wheels back and forth. So seriously a great thing. They do add some weight to the chair, and there's a lot of things that I've done that do add. So I try to subtract where I can, you know, using a carbon fiber backrest, using the carbon fiber footplate and side guards, using the smaller wheels, things like that, to try to kind of balance where I put the weight. The stainless steel push rings, they are heavier than a typical aluminum ring, but I would rather have the durability more so than the lighter weight. You know, the titanium is a little bit thicker, so it's a little bit heavier. But this chair honestly has been just an amazing setup. Couple little tips, if you haven't seen them already, is I use a carabiner for my truck keys. And then I also use an OtterBox case for my phone, which comes with a belt clip, and I clip that right here. Everything is where I need it, and you know, always available. And then with the Supercore cushions, they actually have a pouch in every one of the covers, so you can put your wallet, your catheters, whatever your personal items. It is a little bit small, so I put another bag below that I just strapped to the frame, and that's got my wallet and you know, different items that I carry all over the place with me regularly. And I think that is everything. If you guys have any questions on anything, any of the items on my chair, where to get them, how to get them, anything like that, or any comments or anything, please let me know. The chair that I'm sitting in, this is a box chair. It's a WCMX chair. Again, I will do another video on that one and let you guys know the particulars on this one and what I did. So look forward to more coming up. See y'all soon.